Hello, welcome to iteration 3. This is iteration 3 and it's completely been rebuilt again based on the previous designs. So rather than try to modify the design that I got, it's very difficult to modify the design sometimes, especially with SketchUp. It's not the best tool, but it's not the best tool. The version I use is not the best, but I'm used to using it and it does what I want. But it's a bit, sometimes you got to fight for what you want with it. Anyway, so what we got here, excuse the colours, I've just tried to just alter the colours very slightly so you can sort of see. These will just be clear polycarbonate or acrylic, semi-transparent. You could even make it out of wood if you want, it's not a problem. Right, I've got a bit of a groggy throat today. I haven't stopped for, got to make something to eat soon, but anyway, this is the third day that I've been designing this. Right, so what we've got the 3 tiers again, 12mm plastic, could make it out of wood. We've got a 5mm top, and we've got a mat. Now I've lost the well around the edge for the minute, because if you 3D printing, you can print the well. When I mill it, if I mill the well, where you mill it, it's because it's not highly polished or anything. You'll see the actual mill marks. It might make it look a bit, put it this way, if I could avoid that milling for now, it'll look like a more finished item. So, because the rest of the pockets, they don't matter because they're inside anyway. It's only because I don't really want to see this happening. So, but this is basically on this model. You'll have this towards you like that. And have I enabled? Yeah, got that back on. I'm going to lose the mat a minute. Right, so lose the mat. Put your circuit board on there. You pick and place. You have the window facing towards you. So you'll be sat at the desk like that, sat here looking into there. Now this piece it's wider that way and wider that way than the pocket. And the reason I've extended it this way a little bit, because I'm going to be sat here at this sort of, you'll be sat here sort of, that's probably about the size of it. Like that. Anyway, so you'll be sat here and you'll be looking at an angle towards it. So I've made this deeper so you can either write on the plastic with a permanent marker or something, or you can put a label on. But you should be able to see the label. About here, you should see the label or the writing. And also, if you did want to do it another way, if you wanted to go that way, you could see the label here. All right, so it looks a bit weird at the minute, but if I'm going to spin, the main difference between this one and the last really is these handles. I like the idea of you grab hold of it and they're all the same, but then you could twist your fingers and basically push out the one you're after, or both. You can manipulate them, sort of step them with your fingers, and then you can pull around the one you want. So you're going to handle both sides for left and right-handed, or whether you might even use both. You could use one hand to hold it still. The top tier you want to leave where it is. Sion, Unexpected Maker probably know better because he's actually used the one he made, and yeah, I think you have to hold the top still. So we'll spin that round. Let's just have a look what it looks like. Shall we leave the mat on? No, let's lose the mat a minute. I'll tell you what. While you're here, I'll just I'll just go through it. We'll lose the stuff. I've lost the carry handle as well. Can always add it if we want it, but anyway. So you got your mat, your cover. I'll just go through them. The next one and various washers. Okay. Your base there. Right. I should put all that back a minute. Right. So what I'm going to do is because at the minute the pockets are smaller than this area here. So all you're seeing at the minute, you're looking straight through down the gap, and you're coming across the surface of this one. Let's just get rid of them two. No, select and cover. So this one here, got the mat. So when you're looking down that gap, let me just put the top one on a minute. Put the cover on. So when you're peering down through there, the last one is solid. Okay. I was going to put a pocket there, but then there's no need for that, and you don't really want it because you'll end up putting stuff in there. You don't want nothing there. You want it flush, so when you spin it, there's nothing going to jump out at you. Anyway, so that's the idea there. Okay. Let's get rid of the cover a minute. So then you got the next one. Right, so that's what you're going to see. You got your pockets that line up there. So what I'll do is I'm going to spin round. I'll tell you what, I'll spin round this one first. I'm going to have to lose the bearings though, because I need to get a protractor on there. Yeah. Right, so let's lose the bearings. Get rid of all. I'll show you the bearings in a bit, but get rid of the dowel, spaces. Okay, so that's got rid of most of that, yeah. So what we're going to do is I'm going to turn this to a degree. So let's get all of that. So got to grab hold of this. This is a bit precarious because see what happens when I go over the hole. If I go over the hole, that's I have to press shift there, hold it on there, and just do that. Well, I'm just going to zoom back out. So we're there, and because I've used hang on, let's just cancel that a second. Because I've created it based from the center out to these points here, these nodes, it will actually click to each of these nodes. So let's try it. Let's go back in again. Let's hope I don't press escape or anything on the software I'm recording on. No. Okay. So we've got that there. And if I just click that now, I should be able to spin it around that axis. There you go. I've got an animation thing that paid animation stuff on the SketchUp. I bought for when I did an animation a few years ago for the works. So I ended up having to buy an add-on, but I didn't want to go into that kind of detail yet, so I'll do it manually. So if I just move this around, it should just snap. Yeah. So it just snapped into position. And again. Yeah, so it just snaps. So I'll be doing this kind of thing with your finger. You'll be pulling this round to where you want it. And the ball bearings in the middle, you can't see them now. I took the ball bearings off. But they'll snap. They should snap into there. Let me just see if it'll work actually. So it's all lined up at the minute. And you pull that ball bearing in, and then it should just snap into the next one. Yeah. So that'll work. That actually, that works. So it should just snap into the next one. Yeah. Let's just zoom out a minute. Hang on. It's gone a bit wild, isn't it? Trying to control this and keep it in the center at the same time. So let's just tell you what we'll do. We'll offset something. I'm just going to bring where that. Oh, it's there. Yeah. Sorry. That's the blank bit. So I'm just going to offset it. So I'll tell you what. I'll just offset it to the nearest one. Ah, 2. I'll go 2 up. Is it snapping? Yeah. So I'll snap that one there. Right. And let's go up it in a bit. Let's bring back the other layers. Right, so we can have a look what it looks like to look down into it. So you'll be able to see the label area here, and the see shoulders is where you can put your label or write on it. It's a bit mad. I mean, you could just cut up the packaging that comes and put it in the bottom and drop your bits on top. But anyway, so that's what you'll see there. So let's have a look with the cover on as well. Hang on, have I got everything lit up? Selectors on, the base is on, the cover. Yeah, let's put the cover on. So, well, might as well stick the matte on as well. Right, so this is what you're not going to see all these colours. You might do if you make it out of these tinted plastics. But it's just to show you the different levels. That anyway, so that's what you're going to see from that bottom level there. Actually, no, I've done that wrong, haven't I? I'm showing you showing you the bit from the bottom level. What I should have done is move the whole thing. What have I done? Oh yeah, this is why you need to try it to see. Without making it, it's a bit, you can't conceptualize if that's the right word. You need to visualize how it's going to work. So, see that you'll disregard that one. That's the one I moved though, wasn't it? So what am I looking at here? Actually, I know what's happened. I've moved this one, but I haven't moved these others. So what I need to do now is, yeah. Do I need to do that? This is so confusing. Anyway, it might be easier just to make it and see what happens, but I want to try to find, I don't want any surprises because I got one chance to do this with this material. Otherwise I'm going to have to go and buy more plastic. It's not cheap today. It's not cheap these days, but anyway. Right, so got to keep, because each of the items can move, you've got no frame of reference. So I'll tell you what the frame of reference will be. It'll be this here, because you put your circuit board on and you'll want to keep this facing towards you. So that's my frame of reference. So the top cover will be the frame of reference. So everything else has to move to go into view. So what I've got there is the red one I've brought into view. I suppose it would have, if I'd have put some writing on here, some demonstration labels, give you an idea it's moving. But so if so I brought out that one down to there. Oops, need to keep that in the center somewhere. Right, anyway. So I've got access to my pieces there, that's fine. Okay, so let's do another scenario. Let's say, well, tell you what, let's say I want to get into this one now. So I can leave that there, forget about it, and because I only need to bring the top one in. So let's just take the mat off a minute and the top cover, and get back to the tool. See if I can get this to get into the middle. Yeah. Alright. I might be slightly insane doing this. Anyway. Hang on, let's just get it there. Right. Okay, so I want to bring that. Oh, that is, I keep forgetting which is the cover. That's not the cover, that's the one. So if I want to bring that into there, into view, let's just do that. Is that snapping? I can't tell. Hang on, let's have a look. Yeah, that's snapping. Yeah, that's right. I got a bit confusing because the window was moving away. That's it. This window was moving away, and I thought, well, I'm going to get to the bit, but I don't need that bit there. I need this bit. So let's put back the cover. Hang on, let's bring this up a bit. Put back the cover and the mat. Right, let's have another look now. It's crazy. Anyway, so yeah, I got the shoulder for the label again, and I got another shoulder, the other side of the shoulder I need it, and I got access to the pocket for the components. Yeah, I've got access to that, so that works. Now let's go right down. I mean, it should all work, shouldn't it? Really, if you think about it, shouldn't be a problem. So that works. So let's take the cover off, the mat and the cover off. Let's spin. So I'm on this one here. I'll have to spin them out the way when so can I do an undo? I'll tell you what, I won't bother. So I'll just spin it rather than undo it. Right, here we go. So obviously, if it's the real thing, you just gotta move these to get it back. But it's probably easier to do it in real life than it is to try to simulate it on here. Anyway, okay, just checking a few things. Right. Yeah, so let's tell you what. Let's just do it on this like we was going to do it. So yes, I should have animated it really. It just takes so long though. And you have to generate loads of tweens and keyframes and stuff. And I have to save the file, the SketchUp file, as a different file because once I've tweened it and there's all the frames in there, it's not one you want to work from. You want to keep your design file separate from that. Anyway, let's push this back to where it is. So I'm going to push this back to. So I'm pushing the top tier back away. Yeah. See, it does snap. Right, so I'm pushing it back away so I can see down it. Right, now I've got to hide the assembler a minute so I can get to the next one. Let's just put this back into there. You've got to make sure you get this in the right position. If it goes wrong, it's not going to turn out well. It's going to start oscillating. Right, so I got that. So I need to bring that one. Where are we going with that one? Will I stop snapping? Does it stop snapping, or what's it done? Why am I holding it on a weird way? Anyway, right. Oh, it is snapping. Yeah, okay. Just me. Right, so we've got that one. We've got the next one, and we've got the cover, and we've got the mat. So we should be back to square one again. So we just can see the flat edge there. So what I need to do is just tear them off a minute. Tear that off, take that off. I need to rotate this one now. So I'm going to go on that one, I think. Alright, so let's get the tool. Go on, you bugger. It's having a bit of trouble, hang on. That's it. Right, okay. So I'm going to bring that one round into view. I think it's about there. Yeah, snap it there. Okay. Right. Let's just bring in, yeah, that's it. Okay, so we've got selector, assembler, cover, and the mat. Okay, let's have a look now. Right, so I'm looking down at it, and I can see right through the top two tiers to the shoulder for the label for the bottom layer, and I can pick out with my tweezers the bit I'm after. There's probably no need to have 3 tiers really, but why not? Anyway, so that's just in your way there. So with these handles that are on here now, you can almost you could feel where each of the tiers are by the handles, so you can keep your eye on what you're doing, and you'll be looking down at it, and the label will come up here, writing, stroke label, stencil, whatever, however we're going to do that. So I could just write on it, 1K resistor, whatever, 0802, whatever, whatever I want to do, LED, green LED, red LED, it's all the surface mount stuff. Okay. So, anyway, that's about it. It seems to work. It seems to function. So, let's get rid of the mat a minute and the cover. I'll just go through and show you. I'll get rid of the tiers a minute. Leave that one on. I'll get the ball bearings back on. Ball bearings and springs. That's it. Right. So from the last design, I only had 1, 2, 3, 4 ball springs and 8 ball bearings. But now I've got an extra 1, 2, 3, 4 springs and 4 more ball bearings. And that's to carry the design on. And you've got your 1mm indents for your ball to ride over and click into. Let's put the top tier on. Yeah. So you're... hang on. No, not that one. Sorry, not that one. These ball bearings sit in these pockets. So you just load it up. You can assemble this from the ground up. You've got gravity helping you to hold all the ball bearings and springs in place. Anyway, let's get rid of that one. So it's the top cover I want. Now on the top cover, you can see those will be in the pockets. That'll snap onto the underside of the assembler. Yeah. get rid of those. And then this one will fall into the top top pocket of the cover, or the I suppose that's going to be assembler now. I've got to rename these at some point. They're a bit getting confusing, some of the labels on them. So you got your mat. Okay, so there you go. Right. So it seems to work, and you've got these holes. They're just going to pass each other, but it's designed so I can flip it, so I can mill it. Because this particular one here, I'm going to need to mill. I'm going to need to mill the pocket for the mat. I'm going to need to mill the pocket for the mat and mill the 15 mil dowel hole. So these will help line it up. So on my on my CNC, the bed, I'll have to create maybe a piece of aluminium that bolts down, flush countersunk screws with two little node 6 mil nodes sticking up. So you can just flip it over. So I've had to create it, so it's all geometries in the right place and everything. Let's give you a parallel view of it. Now the ball bearings are not. These sit between the two, so it doesn't matter where you put these. You could just put one in. You could put 4 in. And you could fill the whole thing if you want. But I mean, I've only allowed enough spring holes to make 4. I figure 1 in each corner should be enough. There's hardly any gap anyway, so it's probably doesn't even need them. I mean, you could do it without the springs and the ball bearings, but I figured we might as well do it. Right. Back to perspective here, yeah. So anyway, that's about it. I'll go on for another couple of minutes. So let's put it all back together. Leave the mat off. Oops. Right, okay. Yeah, there's a mat. That's everything. Okay. So yeah, you can get to everywhere you want to get to, and you can see the label. That's the main thing. Now, I did think about so if you wanted to go a bit mad, you could color code your pockets, like in a resistor color code. You'd have to mask it and then spray it or something, or put a piece of card in the bottom. Brown card. Could probably laser cut the card, and you could just drop it in. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It's just obviously you're gonna need to find these things once you put all your little bits in there. Tiny resistors, and you're not gonna know what they are without grabbing them out. So you've got to label it up on here. Right. So anyway, these selectors allow it to be a bit more tactile, because you can do the human body. If it can grab hold of something, your muscle memory can kick in, and after a while, you'll know where stuff is. You know what I mean? Or you'll have a bill of materials, a bomb, and you could either fetch out your bits, but if you're doing loads of resistors all the same size, you only want to bring them out as you're putting them in the right place. You start putting them out here and then mixing them up, you're gonna have to start measuring them with your meter. So I'll just take them out as you're doing it. It's only for prototyping. This is really just for prototyping. just to speed up the prototyping. So it's I'll give you the overall size again. And it's 41.75 mil, not too high. And the size of the from over here to completely over there is 300 mil. 300 mil. Now my plastic is only 240 mil. Right, it's only 240 mil. But hang on, that's not the best way of doing it, is it? Hang on, let's go here. There to there. Can't see it, this stuff. 237 mil. Is that right? Not sure now. Thought it was less than that. Yeah. Let's try a different way. Right, okay, from there to there. 240 mil. And I think my plastic's 250 mil. Or probably more. Let's just check it. Got the plastic here. Right, here it is. Let's have a look. So we've got 150 mil to there. And you got another, I can't see, it's dark. Right. That looks like 90, 100. Yes, it's 250 mil. So I haven't got a tape measure. I haven't got a ruler big enough. I have somewhere. It disappeared. Anyway, so I've got, yeah, it's 240 mil. Now, this stuff I've got is longer, so it'll be able to accommodate these. So I'll have to cut it. I can't cut it with the material long ways like that. I'll have to cut it so it goes, the length will go down that way. And I'll space it about. That's going to be a bit of cutting and pasting. Right, okay. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. You get the idea. Anyone got any ideas? I'm going to be turning this into G-code, but I said I was doing that the last 2 days on the run. Anyway, did I mention why I was making this? I need one, that's why. I need some way of just making it a bit easier. And plus, so you can put your tripod over here, you can put your camera looking down, and everyone can see you building it. Don't know if it'll be fast or not, I don't know. Might get annoying. But it's a storage container as well, that's the beauty. I can unload my reels, get these open, dump them in, put a label on them. And because I spend a bit of time unpacking reels, taping a reel, taking a few components out, and you drop them everywhere. Then tape it back up, put it away, get another one out, and you've got to find it and look on the bag and just get green LED, red LED, and you get your probes out, see if it's which one it is. So I'll tell you what, the next thing we'll do, we'll build one. Turn the G into G-code and build it. Right then, so this is it's been designed and changed as I'm working on it, so you get the idea. All right then, I'll leave it at that, and hopefully next time I come on, you should see a physical item. Yeah, I got the ball bearings. I told you that. Got the bearings, the ball bearings and spring should be here tomorrow with a bit of luck. And it's going to take me a while to to flatten all this out and start creating G-code. So there's a bit more work to do. I don't normally do this amount of work for a one-off, really. If ever anyone wants to design something in the past, I'll say, look, it's not worth making a one-off, because the cost to do a one-off is crazy amount in labour alone. You know what I mean? So, but this is I need one anyway. You can't buy one as far as I know, so I need one. And like I say, I'll put the G code available. If you buy the same size plastics, I'll have to do a list of materials. If you get the same size plastics, your G code. If you got one of these Chinese CN C 6040s, that'll do. It won't do 600 by 400, slightly less, about 10 or 15 mil less, but it's quite capable of doing this. Yeah, quite capable of doing this. And it will cut. I've cut 7mm aluminium with mine. I've cut plastics and all sorts. It's all about the feed rate and the amount of depth of cut. And so, yeah, I'll show you on here. Look. See the generate multipass. If it's aluminium, for a 7mm thick piece of aluminium, I'd probably be milling, going around about 50 times. The spindles on these, you need to set the inverter up and all sorts of stuff to get the torque out of it. So the way I've done it is just do it tiny bit by tiny bit. It takes an hour, it doesn't matter. So yeah, your multipass depth is the key, and the spindle speed and the plunge rate, the feed rate. Slow it all down if you want. Let's just slow it down. This will have to be all altered for when creating the G code. Okay, that's going to do for now. Any ideas, or you think I've missed something, let me know. The only thing I can think of is one other thing is, let me just get rid of that second cover. So on here, because if I was going to create a stencil for the outside, I think an A4 sheet of card, it'd be too small. So, but now we've got this shoulder here, all the way around here, I could laser a piece of card out to go in there. But I'll probably just do a little sticky label, as long as it's not, or even write on it with like a permanent marker. But you know, you could make a label, and you could just do a really neat job on it. But anyway, right, that'll do for now. I can't wait to give it a go. Right, I'll see you all again. Thanks for watching. And I've been Dave from UPass, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bit more progress. Third time now this design. I'm not going to make another new one at the minute, so I'm going to have to build a physical thing next. I didn't want to build it without a way of being able to easily move these around with these handles. So anyway, right, I'm going. See you later. Bye bye.